Pixels flicker, midnight glow, Mexico's live, the chat says yo. Cables twist like jungle vines, but the mouse pad centered, perfect lines. Pale world tames and paleo seeds, Terraria caves where the torchlight bleeds. Fortnite drops when the squad rolls in, chaos on the desk, order within. Hey, it's Let's Be Go, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spam and hearts, neat little world in a messy art. Plastic art, laughing through the night, desk like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Farms, one monitor fights, third one's memes from the chat highlights. Energy drink, tap, mountain grows, but the keyboard's clean, nobody knows. He'll build a palace and blow it up, squad revives him with the coffee cup. Every yell turns into a tale, community laughs, we never fail. It's Espligar, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the call, chat spam and hearts, neat little the vibe feels right. Late night raids, Terraria boss, Paleo festival, never at a loss. Fortnite clinger, victory royal, but the real win's every shared smile. Hey, spectacle, sunrise on stream, empty cans, but we're living the dream. Power Paleo, blocks in the sky, with the crew in the chat, we're flying high. Mystic war, chaos with a plan, hit that follow, join the fam. Neatness in the madness, heart on the screen. Mystical's world, best place I've been. Pixels flicker, midnight glow, Mexico's live, the chat says yo. Cables twist like jungle vines, but the mouse pad centered, perfect lines. Pale world tames and paleo seeds, Terraria caves where the torchlight bleeds. Fortnite drops when the squad rolls in, chaos on the desk, order within. Hey, it's Let's Be Go, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the cold, chat spam and hearts, neat little world in a messy art. Plastic art, laughing through the night, desk like a storm, but the vibe feels right. One monitor farms, one monitor fights, third one's memes from the chat highlights. Energy drink, tap, mountain grows, but the keyboard's clean, nobody knows. He'll build a palace and blow it up, squad revives him with the coffee cup. Every yell turns into a tale, community laughs, we never fail. It's Espligar, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the call, chat spam and hearts, neat little world in a messy art. Plastic art, laughing through the night, text like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Late night raids, Terraria boss, Paleo festival, never at a loss. Fortnite clinger, victory royal, but the real win's every shared smile. Hey, spectacle, sunrise on stream, empty cans, but we're living the dream. Power Paleo, blocks in the sky, with the crew in the chat, we're flying high. Mystic war, chaos with a plan, hit that follow, join the fam. Neatness in the madness, heart
And we are live. Welcome everybody. This is MysticalLandSlide, and we are playing Satisfactory. I haven't streamed this before, so may be interesting. And we'll just keep it as the original. Might as well just start it from the very beginning. Go from there. No skipping. There we go. We'll try this out and see. I've had this game for years, so might as well enjoy it now that I've got decent internet. I played it with a ex-roommate for a while, and it was struggling on our old internet. But I somehow made it work, so it should be decent. Now that I got this. And I was thinking, might as well try something new. Keep that variety streamer tag. Switching things up here and there. You never know what's going to work and what's not. What's going to go pretty good. Now, I thought about playing something like COD or Fortnite or something like that today, but our friend Danny D that I normally play Fortnite with is having her birthday today. She's already had a birthday stream.
From main transport complete. Group A delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion.
So I figure she's probably busy.
Attention pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated.
Well, it's been a while
Save
since
the
I
Date
played
program.
this, so.
A Fixit pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure.
Now this could be interesting.
And exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated. And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
Said every company
Initiating
ever.
planetfall. Atmospheric entry in 3, 2, 1. Beginning aero assist. Drag within acceptable parameters. Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying backup parachute. Skipping parachute. Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion. Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
Okay. And here we are. Getting our handy dandy tools we need for like everything.
Congratulations. You are the 3rd in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, A-B-B, in the binary system of Akicha.
Okay.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding. First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fixit procedure and equip the Fixit Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
Okay. There we are. it is. Let's see. Tabbed open inventory. Drag to equipment. So put it in hands. There we are.
Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fix it incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
Okay.
Next objective, use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
Let's see, that's 300, 300. It's a little different, or at least where I dropped is different than what I remember from before. Last time we were in a, nope, E. There we are. We'll need that.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okay. I'm so used to F being a way to collect things. It's a little different. Yeah, we'll need all this. I think my... what do they call it? How sensitive my mouse is a little on the high side. Either that or I'm just exceptionally spastic today, which is not surprising either. Yep. I'm so used to it being F. It's hitting the wrong button. Got more food.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yep, it's seen me. Ah, I forgot. Ah. Yeah, my sensitivity is really too high. Ah, E. Gotta get that E.
Samples of new interrupting previous message for higher priority message.
Now it's interrupting itself. Let's see, that is impure.
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources.
It's even more
Fix-It does not pay by the kilometer.
Let's see if there's any... Yeah, I know these are close by. Okay, those are 200. I lucked out on my last playthrough, and I found a pure one. Which apparently my roommate said that was a lucky drop for me. Yeah, yeah. That is limestone, which is impure as well. I think you're really supposed to go for the impures at first, and then you work your way up, but we'll see. Normal. There we are. It's not like I don't have to fight the critters anyway, so might as well have one that is a normal, since it's used for everything, as they say. Yes, I see you. Ah, come on. I've got remains. Okay, these are normal. I need to turn down my sensitivity. I'm gonna make myself motion sick if I ain't careful. Let's see. Oh, sensitivity. Turn it down to 2.5 and see. I don't want it like so slow. There we are. There's a little drag to it, but that works. Okay. Now it's been a long time since I've actively played this game, so kind of give me a little bit of breathing room on this. Because it's been a while. My ex-roommate was big into all of the Satisfactory kind of stuff. He had this humongous place that went up into the sky. And that was his factory, so. Let's see. If I'm gonna build around here, in a nice open spot for my first place. This works. Okay, so need Q. There we are. It's the hub. I do like that you can spin things. I'll put it actually over here to the side because it has to, and the critter's in the way. Oh, don't stand still. Figures. I don't want to break that because that is food. Let's see. I think it's... Yes, I know what the creature is in the way. We will put it right there.
Hub foundation
There we
built.
are.
The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Make some plates because I'm not going to need it anyway, so might as well. There we are. It requires... Select the milestone. We need iron rods, which almost got. There we are. It's a little slow going at first, but it's like every game is. So I'll put those in there and send it off.
Hub upgrade 1, storage and frame, completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
Yeah, what's all this? And of course it doesn't draw directly from here. So I'll keep all that. And we need more of this. Luckily it's pretty fast. Let's see, it wants sheeting, or no, plates. And more rods. So I'll just let it go for a bit. And you gotta make 10 of these. There we are. And that should be enough. And perfect. Next one.
Hub Upgrade 2, Power and Shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 3.
Okay. What do we need for 3? I need lots of stuff. Okay. Let's see. Q, hub, crafting, smelter, power line. Yeah. So we need copper and some more iron. I do know that they've changed it quite a bit since I've played. They've added a lot of things to it. Because I played multiple games. I had like one on my own, then I had one with my roommate. And used to, they were all just starting in like the exact same place. And it never altered. And it got kind of boring for me. So, it's nice that they do have it kind of... I don't know if it's randomized or what the deal is. But it's nice that it was in a different spot than I remembered. Either that or it's been so long that I don't remember exactly where it was. So, whatever it is, it seemed new enough. Because I remember being like up on a hill. And that's where I found the iron. And that the copper was somewhere down low. They were right beside each other and stuff like that. So, seems to be a little different. Well, that's what's important. Okay, that's a normal one. That's good. Just mine a little bit. I always tend to get a little more than I think I'm going to use anyway, just because. So I'll get up to a little over 60, just be on the safe side. Since I don't want to have to keep coming back up the same place over and over and over. Now I do see that slug up there. And no, I need those for power. Let's see. Ingots. Bring it down to about 40 ore. There. Now we can make lots of wire. Take it to there, and let's see. We need more plates. Need a lot of plates. And luckily we only needed the 20 bars, so. get that up to 20. Now we can set all this here. Next upgrade. New scannable
Hub
resource.
upgrade 3, interior furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human, and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 4.
That's how you get the conveyors. We need that. Okay, so we do need some of the limestone, which is why I want to be close to it. Now this is impure, unfortunately, but you do get some of it. Because you only get one, whereas the other ones you get two, and then as it goes up. I don't remember exactly how high it goes, but you get like tons of it. I know we found one, it was just, it produced, what was it? It's like the highest you could get, I think it was iron. It was and it basically became the sole iron one that we used, because we didn't need that much, but we did need some, at least for the time. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Smelter. Feeding ore via conveyor belt. Yeah. You have to do a lot of it on your own at first, which I know my my ex-roommate, oh, he hated it. Anything he had to do manually, he just despised. I'm like, that's the way the games are. And he didn't want to start a new one. He wanted to add me to his. I'm like, you've been playing it for over a year. I'm like, I wouldn't have a clue how to do anything. And he was having a fit about it, and I finally just had to stand up and say, no, I want to start a new one. I'm like, I'll start one whether you're with me or not. And he relented. And then every little thing I did, I was wrong. When he did it, he did this. And when he did it, he did that. And I'm like, well, I'm doing it this way. And he would go behind me and he would change the way that I did things. It just got to where it was a bit annoying. So eventually I got to where I was playing it on my own. And I had a lot of fun, surprisingly, after that. I made a lot of advancements. I got it pretty high on the levels, I would think. At least for me. Customization. That's cool. I don't remember them having too much of that, or I didn't know about it when I played. Let's see. So you need a lot of wire to make a cable. And I have just enough concrete, thankfully. It kind of takes a while at the very beginning, but then once you get the miner and the constructor, smelter, all that lined up, but you have to do the tutorial first. And I know my roommate, he was like, go ahead and skip the first thing. I'm like, I want it from the very beginning. And he was just so impatient. He was like running through things, and he's like, hurry, 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 gotta do this, gotta do that. I'm like, I need to read. So it was frustrating at first, but it worked out. Make sure to do a lot of wire. That way I can make cables. Let's see, it takes 20. So we will start doing that. Okay, so it's like 2. Make just a little bit extra. That way we can make sure. There we are. And what is it? It's the plates that are going to be the issue. Yeah, I don't have enough for the plates. I just have to get a little bit more iron, that's all. Have enough of that. And I do have to say, they made these very beautiful worlds. I've only been on this one. I haven't done any of the other ones. I know that they're considered advanced and harder. I haven't done that yet. I haven't even figured out a lot of things about this one, so. Okay, we're getting ready to go into the night cycle, I'm assuming. Considering it suddenly just got dark on me. We need 75 of those. Do just a little bit extra. Just in case, because you're going to need it anyway. It's one thing, you can rarely make too much of one in the very beginning, because you're going to need it at some point. I mean, unless you like fill your inventory, then you might make too much, but generally it's kind of hard to make too much of one thing. And there we are. Go to the next one. New buildings and player upgrade.
Hub upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 5.
Yeah, so we're going to need basically a lot more of everything. Which, it should be fairly easy. That's 75 of those, so. I know it makes multiples. So I'll get. Let's see, I have about 50 total, I believe. Because I still have some of the other. I'll go over to the limestone. This will be the one that's going to be hard on me. With it being impure like that. Because it takes, what does it say, 3 for every 1. So we're going to need quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, they have the portal miners, but I don't really use them that much. Considering I'm going to get an actual one here in a little bit. It could help maybe in the very beginning, but I'm one of those people, I'm kind of patient enough. I'll just do this for a little bit. Technically, if it takes 3 for everyone, I'll need 60 in total, which I'm like a few away from it. There we are. Should have just enough of that. Now I'm going to get us some copper for our wiring and stuff. And there we are. Luckily it's a normal one, so I can get multiples each time. Now I could go through and try to figure up exactly how much copper I'll need. Cause let's see, it's 1 for every or the ingot, 2 for every ingot, and then it takes 2 to make the cables. So just a little bit too much math for me right now, considering that was one of my worst subjects in school. I'm not even going to try it. I can kind of guesstimate, but I would get 100 just in case. That way I know I have more than enough. And I'll need it for it afterwards, because you create the cable to power the miner, the smelter, and all that. So I'm going to need it. So if it turns out to be quite a bit, then that's fine. It's just less I have to do later. Now when we start doing the conveyor belts, that's when it gets interesting. I had them on these humongous like pillars and things like that. My roommate was having a fit about it. He's like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "'Cause it worked." he just couldn't handle it. There's this one great big old line from something that was like 1,000 meters away, and he's having a fit about the way I did it. Until I did it all wrong. It wasn't efficient enough. He could get me like 3 more iron or whatever it was a second. And I'm like, well, if you want it, you redo the whole thing. He's like, no, you have to do it. I'm like, you're the one complaining. I'm happy with it. And he just went on and on and on. I'm like, hey, I put it on your shoulders now. Shockingly, it did not get replaced because he had to do it. I was supposed to drop everything I was going to do, run over there, and make it perfect in his eyes. So. And then probably today he's wondering why he was ex-roommate. I'm like, don't be such a psycho about it. I've always been one of these people. I do things my way. They work. And that's what's important. I don't have to have the mid-max of making everything work perfectly. It's kind of like when I played Stardew Valley. I saw people talking about how there's a way to mid-max it so you get like the optimum money. I'm like, it's a chill game. Just chill and have fun. I don't need to just sit around stressing about, am I going to get the optimal amount of blueberries and things like that every season. To me, it just takes all the fun out of the game. And I'm like, if I'm going to play it for fun, let me have fun. We are almost there, and then I'll be able to start automating things, which Make it a lot easier. It's a lot slower at first, but makes it a lot easier. So we have more than enough cable by the end, hopefully. Yeah, there we are. And it goes pretty fast since you do it like that. Okay, I did not do the rods yet. I might not have enough from the looks of it. Yeah, I don't. I still need, let's see, was it 25 more? Which is not bad for, like, total guesstimation. I do like that I'm getting 2 apiece out of it. Because the first one I say was one of the first ones I did on my own. I had an impure, and it took forever. I even had 2 of them side by side, and it was still impure. And it was amazing having a, I think we got, was it a rich one? When we did the one together. But of course he knew where it was. So we had to run who knows how far away. Because he wanted the rich one first. Because it would speed everything up. And he could get to where he wanted to be faster. But yeah, it was amazing how much faster it was when you got the next levels up. Besides the impure. Because I was running 4 impure, and it was still faster to get the rich one. So now the other day, for those who have watched my streams and were watching at the time, I suddenly disappeared, and what happened was the power went out. And it just infuriated me so much. Because it broke midstream. Luckily, I had saved, or I had stopped recording and started again. Because I went to Palia. And so I had at least a little over an hour of footage that I could at least post on my YouTube. So if anybody's wondering what happened to me, I lost power. And it pretty much ruined my day. So that's where I went on Friday. New buildings.
Hub Upgrade 5, Power Expansion, completed. The miner, unlike portable miners, can be connected to conveyor belts and requires power to function. Caution: as you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern. This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays. Next objective: complete Hub Upgrade 6.
Let's see. No, that's not it. We need... Is it the equipment workshop? I know there's one of these. There was one that I needed. I didn't have. Let's see, crafting bench is already in there. There we are. Need more plates. That's what it is. You need a portable miner so you can make the full-on miner. So I can start getting some of this ores up. There we are. Now we should be starting to be able to make our actual mining and getting the automation started. The first steps always take a while, but once you get to it, it goes pretty well. I need the plates. There we are. I forgot what all I needed. Okay, we got that. Now, these take a while because it takes 10 per one. I'm going to need several of them. There. Okay. So, production, we need plate and concrete. It takes a little bit. Now we should do pretty well. I know the electrical grid is the hardest thing to manage here in the beginning. I know I had a big issue with that when I was first starting. But we can do it. What I really need to do is probably put the miner here on the limestone first and start that being produced, because it's going to be, it takes the longest since it's the impure. I do need more iron, so I need, is it plates? I believe it is. Yeah, I have almost no iron. So I'll just go through here and do this first of all. I'll get a little bit more. There. Concrete is the hardest to do at first because it takes so much. And gotta make all this. I know probably what they really want is they want you to make the smelter and the crafter long before you make the miner. And to me, it just kind of doesn't make sense at first if you got the time. It's one of those, if you got the time, might as well do it in succession. Okay. Make these. And we need wire. Now the wire we can make quite a bit because we're going to need it. Okay. Now we should have enough. You gotta turn it. There we are. There we are. And let's see, 3. Let's see, missing iron plates. So, need to decide where we're going to put our actual things. I'm basically just doing this. Okay, so turning it's not the issue. There we are. So now when it actually does get some power to it, which is what we do here. Imagine it can't go that far, can it? Ah, it needs concrete. Dang it. Okay. Need just a little bit more. Luckily you can still do it even when it's got the miner on it. We'll make sure we got it in multiples of 3, because we're going to need it. And of course the power is on the opposite side, so it's going to be an issue. I'll do the cable, so I know we're going to need it. Okay. So we do that. If we gotta do up here anyway, might as well make it fun. Let's see. I'll do a 2. So it's got to come from here. Perfect. Oh. Come on. There's a second one. Put all that in there. And it's burning through that, so it's going to start making concrete. Yeah, it's got it going. There is... what's this? Ah, it's kind of a free little spear of ore here. You can sometimes find those around, which is nice. Okay, now you need a smelter. So you have one that goes in, one that goes out. And unfortunately, that also needs power to it, which I can connect to that one up there, so it can go right here. I'm trying to think. Does it need to be smelted? Or does it just need constructor? Which can't make at the moment. I don't think it matters too awful much, so I can just build it there anyway. You get some of the stuff back, if not all of it. Yeah, it's copper. Yeah. So, nope. Need F. There we go. We get it all back. Okay, so it does just go to a crafter. That's the thing, you have to get up here, and you can just get free stuff. And it makes it constantly, which is why I like doing this. It's a whole lot faster than if I think I actually collect it straight out of there. Yeah. Yep, there it is. So we have quite a bit. run underneath it and grab through it, which is hilarious, really. So now we have quite a bit of concrete. We can make some more of them, since you need it for every one of them that you make. Might as well have it. Now with that constantly making over there, we can get enough of them and I think, let's see, do I have enough for another? Yes we do. So now we can make it on the iron. And I'll just put this here. We don't have enough for that, so let's see. Move that to there and there, and since it will continue to make it, yeah, 60 per minute. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now it's starting up. Yeah, it's copper. So now it'll just make a bunch of it. As long as my power is going, it'll go. And there we are. Now I can make some more plates. And I can do a smelter, and then we'll have that'll make it a whole lot easier now that we're starting up with our automation a little bit. Every little bit helps. And there we are. So we need plates. I really need to go put it on my on the copper now. But we can make a smelter. Actually, we'll put it like that since there is two there. We don't want to cut things off, because I will actually be feeding all of them into it. And we got a wild Sir Pickle in chat. Now this will actually move it over here. What's up? I am making a factory. We're doing all kinds of stuff with it. New game. Well, new game for me. We'll put it that way. I haven't played it before. It's about the only new part to it. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. It should... I gotta switch it. It's all about factory building. And logistics and things like that, and a little bit of adventure and some survival. You're on an alien planet, and there's alien monsters, and yeah, you kind of survive with them. And there's all kinds of monsters. They attack you, they'll shoot you, but it's proximity. So right now I'm kind of staying away from them. Yep. And you can build these humongous factories with all kinds of efficiency things, and there's goals. Like up there it says milestone. That's your little goals for upgrading things. And when you do that, you get stuff. That's how you upgrade your factory with new buildings and more efficient things, because you have like Mark 1, Mark 2 levels and tiers and things. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And right now I'm just getting to where I'm starting to automate everything in the very beginning of it. So a little slow at first until you get the constructors and assemblies and things like that. And then after that, it gets to moving pretty quick for the most part. And then it's working on efficiency and things like that. So, definitely interesting. Going up to get copper, if I can run and jump up here, and miner mark 1. I need to aim it so it's down this way. I'm gonna make it to where I can do a conveyor belt. Just do it like this. Put it at the very edge. Yeah, we will go up because I hate when it bisects into things. I despise that. Have one of these for power. And it will follow the same line as everything else. And let's see. Now these. That's too long. Of course it's too long. I'll try to put it so I can connect everything. No empty connections. Okay. So you have to do here is let's see how you do it. You break that line and then you add that to that and that to that. Now everybody's connected to power. Now I need conveyor, which I'm gonna need some more of these other ones. Yeah, it's too steep, missing material. Yeah, we need lots of plates. Which luckily all this is going over here. Making ingots. Got 100 of them. Nice. I need to routinely come over here and take all this. Because it's going to get backed up. We don't want that. That's still working. And we need concrete. Just because we need the concrete. It takes a while to make it, so you don't want to burn through all your concrete, not have any, because it takes a little bit. It probably takes more. Yep. And ran out of power. So now gotta get all this made, and then I gotta find some more what do they call it? Biofuel, basically. It's wood and leaves and things like that. Eventually you will get like a chainsaw, so you can cut down actual trees and you have straight wood that you can burn. And then eventually you'll get another upgrade where you can make fuel for it that lasts even longer. So as of right now, though, I want to get the conveyor for this down here, so then I can do the smelter. And it's 3. Oh, we got an ad break starting soon. There we are. Yeah, put it right there. I can already tell you're going to need some more of the bars. Now the running back and forth, making stuff can be rather common. At least it is for me. Let's see. Need more biologic things. And luckily you can just run through them. Oh, let me guess. There's limestone up here. And it is impure. So, I was going to say, if it was a normal or above, I was going to move the entire thing over here. It's still close enough. It's not a too difficult thing for me to do. I can't get that down yet. So we're running on leaves and sticks, basically. Let's see, that's just plant life. We're not around any of the big trees, so we can't do any of those. Kind of has a jungle sound to it over here, and we're not even near the big trees. We are getting a little bit of wood, which is fine. And those little parrot things. Let's get as much of this as we can. That way I don't have to worry about it when I go back. At least not for a little while. And it helps clear things around so you can see more. I have this one that'll run on leaves. This one that has wood, but they're not connected. I hate that about that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll connect that into it. That way we have two of them. So I can just turn it on. Yep, there we are. Now it's burning. And I got an achievement, no fear. Let's see. So that's because I blew a fuse. There we are. 30 some. I should do pretty good on this. And there we are. Now we can try to make the smelter for the copper. I know I don't want to overload my electric system just yet. I guess we'll not just hook into it. Has to actually have a... come on. Okay, now we can do that, and something we can do is delete all that, and then you make one of those that goes there, and you just hook it in. Perfect. Now this gets turned into a copper one, and we do electricity. We have just enough. I can go in there. And now that'll be making copper ingots. So that's just made my job a whole lot easier, thankfully. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Logistics, that's the same. Organization, that's a storage crate. Which I will need that eventually. Okay, that needs the next level up. So right now I'm just gathering the things to build what's required right there. So I'm going to have, what is it, 15? Is it 150? Limestones. Which is not as much as you think. Because I already got 105 right now. I need 50 concrete. So we're making... We already have quite a bit. I already have the 50, so we're good on that. Which that's the most difficult one for me. And now we have all the copper. Now my smelters are going to be, they'll be about taxed to their limit, trying to keep up with these normal grade nodes, at least for right now. Because, you know, I could take the ore that's in my inventory and just dump it into them, but that doesn't help whenever it's filling up almost as fast as it can make it, maybe a little more. So we have enough of that. Now it's just the iron. Oh, there's 100. So it'll keep going with that. I can add more leaves to that. Keep the power going for a little bit more. And it's just keeping things going. Yeah, like it'll be 100 rods. So that'll chew through 100 right there. I need 100 sheets, which I believe it's a 2-to-1, so I need 200 ingots. Which is not bad, really. Oh, I have over 100. So now we can start working on these. Now we can sit here and judge these for not being fast enough. Let's see, that's good over there. That's going fine. And eventually you'll have mergers where it'll merge into that. Because I can have a second one right there. Second and third, actually. Which I won't need that as of right now. But I will in the future. So I can actually explore around a little bit and go from there. Oh, wrong one. It's not F. I need E. And there's Crazy. Bringing in the Danny D coffee. It doesn't hurt to explore around a little bit. You find more food, more... if I can keep from hitting the... Oh. A little bit of a lag there. One thing I don't want to do is find more enemies, which is easy to do if you go exploring too much. Yeah, there's some more. There's an enemy down there. And there's some more nodes right there. I can generally take one with my little zapper. And they don't like it when you get up close. Okay, let's see what these are. I think this is iron from the looks of it. Yeah. We'll see what grade it is. I have no intention of moving my bases right now. Oh, that's impure, so that's fine. I have no intention of moving my base this early. Even though it would technically be easier than when you have it established. I'm just not into that. My roommate used to want to move to the most pure thing he could find. And I'm like, I'm not uprooting everything, moving halfway across the map for right now. Like, that's what conveyor belts are for. Let's see, and this is, that's a normal. If I get too strapped for limestone, I may want to run a miner and a conveyor belt from there back to the base. Just in case. Let me guess. There is a collectible up there. I can hear it. But it's probably one of those where you need a jetpack to get to it. So, well, I might be able to climb up there. But you chance quite a bit. If anybody watches my other streams, I do tend to take chances. Now whether I'm doing... Ah, there we are. That is a sphere. They changed the look of those.
Astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
Yep. Those are the harder ones to find. There are also these like little pillar things. At least that's what they used to look like. See, they changed the look of that one. It's like inside of a meteorite looking thing. Used to it's just a sphere, and you can see this little ball hanging on top of something, and you just go over and collect it. Now it looks like a meteor thing, which actually looks pretty cool. Now the yellow over there, that's toxic. So I'll need a, what is it, a gas mask or something like that to even get near it. Here is more copper. Basically, I'm just giving my... Oh! I say that's normal. Okay. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's running in circles around me. Yeah, the AI in this one is... it's a little stupid when it comes to things like that. Oh, he's still alive. I'm surprised. I could probably gonna hurt myself if I jump down. Jump attack! Got him. Now you can use their remains in later research. So, and my thing is, I was just leaving them. So I'm thinking, oh, there's nothing I could do with them. I don't see anything. Yeah, you can use them. Usually a game might go by. Ah! Hits me with his head. There we are. And we can get these little blue sluggy things. They will turn into power-ups for our machines later.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Potential resource. They really got the, oh, what am I going to say? The company mentality when they made this. It's all resources. You're not independent. It's all for the company. It's hilarious. Now, in some ways, it's kind of sad because it is reality, but the way that they captured it is hilarious. Go back to the base, because I should. Oh, there's one of those. See if I can skirt around the edge. It's kind of sad that it is such a thing that you can pretty much understand exactly what it is by how they act. But it's also hilarious how they can capture it and make it humorous. There is Mushroom Cave, which is cool since it's right next to my base here. Get some more leaves and things to burn, because I'm pretty sure my my fuel is going down. It's been left alone for a while. Well, it's not doing too bad. Ah, the wood's going too. Okay, we need our storage so we can store these spheres and things and parts. Slug, sphere. There. That should do pretty good. Now, what is it we needed? We need plates. Luckily, we got quite a few resources just adventuring around, so. Let's see, we still need. That's over 50. Or just under 50. We'll just go through this and trying to think it should be pretty soon when we can make the constructors. Then I won't have to manually make a bunch of stuff. I still will, but it won't be absolutely mandatory that I do it. Let's see, we're up in the 80s, so I'm sure this probably has 100 by now. Yep. And I'll get it started to going. Right there on the plates. There, there. Ah, I don't have 100. But I can make it. That's fairly quick because it's wire. Wire is like one of the easiest resources to make. Make it in bulk fairly quickly. Get it up to over 100 because I'm pretty sure I'll need some more stuff after this. Okay. And there we are. Now we upgrade. New parts, new buildings,
Hub
and
upgrade
upgrade.
6. Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer.
Absolute minimum.
Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Let's see. There we are. There's the chainsaw, but it requires quite a bit with jump pads. I don't need that right now. Okay, so we'll look out. That's just basic stuff for right now. I will probably do this just because I think that's the, yeah, that's the analysis. So I will need that at the very beginning. And Pickle showing off the emotes. Yeah, those are my basic ones. Let's see, that's a biomass burner. I still can't do the constructor because I need those upgraded platings. I can't do that right now. Space elevator needs a ton of stuff. Power, conveyor, storage. So that's pretty much the same. I just need, let's see, tons of iron and copper. When I say tons, I need close to. I probably should start making those storage containers and just slapping them on the ends of these so they can half fill it up. For the iron and the copper, because when it gets 100, it just plain stops. So let's see, what do I need for these? 10 and 10. That's easy enough to do. Yeah, plates is the thing that you need a lot of in the beginning, just like concrete, and it's just hard to do because they are fairly expensive. So I will make a fair amount of these. Yeah, and so we got a couple of these. Make sure I got enough there. Now we make storage container, and they are huge. Let's see, kind of back it up. Somewhat close. Because then you just take a conveyor and slap it in there. And start seeing them enter into it. Now that has quite a bit of holding capacity. And I know a lot of people say, oh, take it over there. And it's like, well, I'm not keeping it here. So for me, I can make a little bit of legwork and come over here without ruining everything, because I am going to make a what is it, constructor, basically as soon as possible, and I just have to get the stuff for it. So they will start filling up easily, and we will go with this for now. Now we're at the hour-and-a-half mark, and what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to try and start making shorter, I should say episodes, for when I post it, because I'm being told off that I'm making too long VODs, and that's why nobody's watching my stuff. I say it's because I'm boring as a post, and they say it's because I'm making too long stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to stop my recording. I'll keep streaming, but I'll stop the recording part of it, and then start again. So give me just a couple minutes, and we will keep our theme song in the background. And I'll go through like once, and that'll be about it.
Pixels flicker,